Good night. This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. You're listening to Raging Fire with a Dennis Brown music, Milk and Honey. Yeah, we're there with you after a very exciting and productive and entertaining weekend, yeah, man. May I tell you, Despise another Dennis Brown song. This album is called We Remember Dennis Brown. About 3 years ago it make. I don't know if VP do it, but we have it. So tomorrow, Dennis Brown birthday, the 1st of February. Tomorrow, yes, of course, tomorrow, the 1st of February. We know tomorrow is also the beginning of Black History Month. And in Jamaica, them say Reggae Month. So there's a lot of activities that will take place. But I want to tell you, me busy that weekend, yeah, man. First of all, I want to start with an apology, you know. Believe you me, I have to start with an apology. A big apology to you know. Wednesday night, I tell you, say, Wednesday night we have Grace Jones. For those of you who don't know, we did have Grace Jones in the studio. And we did a talk about a tune, Pull Up to the Bumper. And my daddy I say is Diana King sing the tune. She say a patch on me, I say, but me have one by Diana King, but guess what? I want to apologize because it's really Patra. Me have the tune by. So I want to play Patra version of Grace Jones. Grace Jones put on one heap of dancing in that studio. In that studio, it start Wednesday. When Friday night, but I don't remember the night them now. Friday night or Saturday night? No, Saturday night. Saturday night we was at the Carib Theatre. I viewed our documentary. And then we left and go to Grog Shop at Devon House and play music till about 2 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we want you lot the people in Montego Bay who turn out for the session. Yes, we want you up Arlene and we want you up Talman. Nice. I love it. I love it, man. Sweet. Nice vibes in Montego Bay there. We love it. We're there and we never even know anything go on. It's weird, you know. It's weird, you know, because, you know, sometimes rain a lick down your house and you sleep in your house. And when you wake up, you hear rain in the fall. You say, what? Don't think why you know so rain in the fall and the place wet up. Well, I tell you, say, the only thing why me know say something that go on a man to go be when we reach a Greenwood, me say them have black up road and all them something there, but why you up Arlene again and why you up Tom and them and all the ones them who responsible for that session there. It's sweet, you understand? And then we come forward there in a Ochia, so again start over the whole process with Grace Jones down at the village here. And rain again. I tell you, the rain don't stop fall, you know. The rain don't stop fall at all. So we're there, so. Today, Wednesday. Tomorrow, Dennis Brown Earth Day. Then during the course of this weekend, you're already at the Institute of Jamaica. Sunday, 2 o'clock, Institute of Jamaica. Garvey. Celebrating Garvey and the music and Garvey. And then we have the Bob Marley Museum annual session for Bob Marley. Well, I can't remember the activities then, but it's enough. It's enough. I tell you, so when it start celebrate, yes, remember when we tell you, so we are celebrate Black History Month, and it was January. There's a reason why we did not say that, you know. Yes, there's a reason why we did not say that. But this tune, you know, we're in contention, you know, where we apologize for say. We did not say Diana King. We did have the version to Diana King. It's when the interview gone way down at the night there, me realize, say, but me have the tune, but the Diana King, a Lady Patra, otherwise known as Patra. So we're going to play the version, and we want to heal up Grace Jones and our brethren. I hope you listen. We're there. Yes, we're there. The cries out all over the land. Bloodshed caused the people them to to even get colder too. I hear some people suggest that if a police find a man with a gun, you know, everybody asks him not just shoot him. If I have a gun and it's not legal, just shoot them. So you see all the people them, we get callous in our thinking and our thoughts and our meditation. Yeah. Man, I say that, say, why right now, find a youth with a gun, everybody carry him go to a police station, just shoot him right there, so. They say it there. We are one life, there is a dead squad about the place, because we hear some man get some gunshot here that we say it's some professional way them get shot. So we don't know if it's a dead squad about the place, a vigilante group. We decide, say, boy, right now, by the car, the cook, we'll get rid of some of the murder of them. You know, held by any means necessary. Anyway, we're there. We are celebrate life. And we know that it's just another day. You know, people say about New Year, this and New Year, so I make resolution. You know, most people brought them resolution already and the month not done yet. So that the last of the month, what people brought them resolution already and the month not done. That's how it go. Then they have some things that come up away and name Valentine's Day. And then they go have what you call Lent season. And then they have Easter. They think them easy. And then black people just get caught in everything. Black people celebrate them things more than white people. White people just give them it and them just celebrate it. And right now you have a whole of white people doing into them things there again. But it get handed down in our DNA. And we have a compulsive behavior towards anything that is not ours. The love for self get lost. You know, the love for other things and other people ways, other people culture, other people understanding, other people religion. You would call I win, shouting out. So the idea of health is something where we now figure out as it relates to the whole deterioration and the thinking and the consciousness of the people them in a Jamaica, maybe in the world too. Because food, where you eat, have a direct relationship to the whole structure and the whole development of your body. And on another level, you're thinking. Some people feel that your thinking have nothing to do with your body itself, but everything are working in conjunction with everything. Your foot connected to that, and that connected to that, and your head connected to your neck, and your neck connected to all the things them where you're connected to, you're just connected. People want to separate what them call the spirit from the flesh. But the spirit and the flesh must work in conjunction with each other. It's just so it go. One can't work without the other. So always you hear them tell you about when you're dead, something jump out of you and gone somewhere else. Nobody don't know that. That's a speculation. Speculation. Man say, well, when you're dead, you go down in the earth and your spirit come out of you and gone somewhere else. I want to know where all of them spirit there. Where for thousands of years, how much since man upon earth, all them people that were dead 4,000 years, 5,000 years ago, and no spirit that, but consider that the population of the world wasn't that much. Them say the population of the world right now is about 7 billion. And if 7 billion people live now, and you did have thousands of people that live before and dead, and a man I tell you, say, them spirit they know. So it's not individual spirit again. Because man has searched for other than himself. And that is a problem when we start to search for other than ourselves. And now know that everything is interwoven, interconnected, intertwined. When you look out there, so it's yourself you look on. You know, there's a man named Khalil Gibran, a Lebanese poet, him say, and when you love, you shall not say, the Lord is in my heart, but I am in the heart of the Lord. Another serious philosophical statement that, because them tongue tell we say, God is omnipresent. So if God is omnipresent, it means that there's nowhere that God cannot exist or don't exist. So the statement about God coming down out of the sky, it's joke, like it's joke talk. It's joke talk. If God is coming down from somewhere, the inform is not omnipresent. Simple. I don't know if I have no sense or me just naive to certain things. But if from me born, me hear say God they everywhere. Them all use it for frighten little picnic. Say God is watching you. All when you're asleep, God watch. He know when you're asleep, he know when you're awake. He know when you're good and bad and all this talk. Them put that fear over you. Because sometimes people need a fear factor over them to make them do something that them supposed to do and don't do things with them not supposed to do. So them put this fear thing over here and I said, well, right now, I watch you. This little light, this eye, everywhere you go, him see you. Turn around, him see you, that's him see you, that's all. But then them tell you, say, him a come down. Where him coming down from? If he's everywhere and everywhere omnipresent. So, all these arguments about when you're dead, and it's only living people that say them things, you know. It's only living people that tell you about when you're dead, what happened and what not, what happened. I don't know no dead man that tell people that. There's no dead man around the world that tell people, say, all right, I am a dead person. This is what happened when you're dead. It's pure living people that say when you're dead, what happened to you. No man ever die yet and come back to tell you the experience that them have in the grave 6'6". So this is a speculation. But what is not a speculation is that life generates energy, and it generates energy through substance. It generates energy through substance. So whilst the form may be different, but the substance is what is important there. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. MC squared is energy. So when we say energy, it means it's something that is not living and is not dying. Because if you're living, you're going to die. It's just simple. People want to say, no, if you're living, when you die, it's not really death. Well, if that is the case, then there's no death. There's no death. That is illusion, according to the argument of dying and cutting up back. So we respond to manifestation. We respond to manifestation of life. That means you have some people know the taste of steak because him say, well, it's cow meat that. Him know about curry goat, him says curry goat that is goat. A man dead, him say a man dead down the road. So him respond to the manifestation of life. A man love a woman, him responding to manifestation of life. The love is the feeling, the substance that is made manifest in that life form. Now black people lose them sensibility because them choose to use other people reference point to declare for them living. In other words, when them speak of life and when them speak of death and when them speak just normally of so-called reality, they're living in the next man's perception of what is real and what is unreal. So there's no way to refer to an ancient African spirituality because we never get that in the background. We never get that in at the times when them tell me bring across us. And whenever someone will jump out after them so-called reality, you hear say, no, we're gone in some madness. It's like when them tell about ganja. Ganja go mad you. And it's a psychological effect that ganja have on a whole heap of people because of the surroundings that them do it in and create this craziness around them because I say, why, you're going to get mad. Yet still know them I use ganja for mad people. Them I use ganja for almost eliminate insanity in a certain country. How that possible? This is something where people in Jamaica say smoke ganja and mad. That is why them run go down a Montego Bay. Montego Bay is always a hot spot from them time there. Coral Gardens is one of the hot spot them where it's because of the Coral Garden incident why they make ganja 18 months mandatory when you get caught with it. Because them say that is really why the people ever chat them damn foolishness and them get mad down there. Always a hot spot, Montego Bay. And them say right now, Rasta are mad people because we not talk about man of God and we not talk about Ethiopia and corner head. We don't have no ambition, we don't this and we don't that. But we see where the outcome of it. We see the outcome of it, so we don't have nothing for shame again. Even those who were shame and cut off them locks, those who were shame and get intertwined into the system again and do think for themselves. Because it's very difficult to think for yourself in this system here. Because they want to make you feel like say you're mad and you're insane because you're not in line with all of the attributes and all of the sentiments and all of the religious beliefs that was handed down to us by our slave masters. So when we say Africa, we conjure up people are eat people, people are kill people, famine, disease, all sorts of things that is not conducive to well-thinking mind, a well-thinking mind. We wear them clothes, we eat them food, we dance like them, we have sex like them. I mean, we do all sorts of things. All sorts of things. So African people now get lost. We're so lost that we think say anytime we're dead, everything will be okay. That is where we reach. We think say there's someone or something that is waiting for us when we die. That all we have to do is live a certain way in this time. And then death will be the beauty, or we will inherit the kingdom, a place with diamonds and gold and all these things, and trumpet blowing with people in white gowns and singing hallelujah, hallelujah every day. Hosanna in the highest. It's a mad thing. It's mad, we get mad. We all away get caught tonight. All away. There's no exception to the rule. Everyone away get caught tonight. Valentine's Day come, most people get caught in that. Easter come, it bigger get caught in that. Because that is the most auspicious time of the Christian calendar. That have nothing to do with Africa, that have nothing to do with blackness. Already I'm going to talk about him, I read Bible and I try to switch around the characters them in to black. Him thinking is white. It's not the the color of the characters. Is the mindset that drive the characters in the Bible. So you could have paint Moses black little more and Jesus Christ black little more. It don't make no difference. If what is there, you still walla in the same thinking that in the first place to tell you to them white. So we need to search for a new understanding. A plan of it's a new faculty of interpretation. Even Rasta get caught in it. We get caught in it to the point where now that we are Jews. You know what I mean? We love say it too. And we are Christian soldiers. And word Christian soldiers marching on. Our reference is always in the context of European understanding. So we define and we use logic that is determined and decided by Western thinkers, Western philosophers. And we don't know how to decipher what is ours and what is not ours. So we hear about certain things and we feel guilty. Guilty, because that is what it is all about. It's all about how them can make you feel guilty and then do what they want you to do. But we are what we are. And that is the way it's supposed to be. But some of us get caught. Most of us get caught. African sensibility don't prevail in the Jamaican society. We celebrate almost 360 days of white history. And tomorrow is the first day of February, which is Black History Month. But most people will not, and I repeat, most people will not even think of commemorating Black History Month. As one young politician say, Black History Month is irrelevant to Jamaica. It was started in America because of the need and because of white people was treating black people in America. So that was the necessary in America. But here it don't necessarily, it more necessary, yes, so. Because the slave master left all of him thinking here, and it embedded and pinned down in a way. But all when him not there, we are living out the slave master's ideas and philosophies. And we even implement it and institutionalize it in our politics, in our religion, in our social order. We celebrate white history 365 days. And we don't recognize it even say it's white history we are celebrating. That is how deep it is. It's so deep that we are celebrating that things as our things we are celebrating. We are celebrating Easter. According to where I read in a Bible, it's not Easter when the man them see, according to when them sit down and take supper, they must celebrating the Passover. According to that, if you want really go into that, Passover. What was the Passover? The Passover was when, I don't know why God didn't want to kill off all the firstborn in Egypt, but him decided to kill off all the firstborn in Egypt for prove a point. He will kill off all the firstborn in Egypt for prove a point. Because if him is really this powerful, why would I want to kill off all the firstborn for prove a point? Why not just do something and make Israel just come out of Egypt? Anyway, the Passover is that the destroyer is going to pass through, and you must put the blood upon all of the Israelites them door, that the destroyer can pass over and don't trouble that household. That is why them celebrate Passover when the God of Israel, Abraham and Isaac, pass over and then carry them to the Red Sea and make them cross over. But we celebrate these things like it's ours and walk around the place like we some little zombies, mummies, puppets, celebrating 365 days of white history. And when we hear about February's Black History Month, we find all sorts of ways to go around it. All sorts of ways we find to go around it. Read a book about Marcus Garvey. Why, can't bother. You hear about Lent. Them have in a Lenten period where them said this is the time now when them are going to lead up to now killing Christ. And the Roman Catholic Church, have we celebrate that? The Anglican Church, have we celebrate that? Most of the church have celebrate it. And have we celebrate it? And we believe it to the core. We can't go around it. Bun and cheese like worries. What bun and cheese have to do with Christ? What the hell bun and cheese have to do with Christ? Nothing. It don't represent the blood and it don't represent the flesh. Nothing. But that is how them catch we and put it in a way. And we feel, say, if we feel guilty if all of that pass away. Some people actually buy shoes and clothes to go to church on Easter. Them buy shoes, tight up shoes. We give them corn. But them no wear only on Easter and Christmas, them wear it. By the time Christmas come around, them foot get big. Can't fit them again. Them have to go buy a next one. Before them sit down at them house and meditate by themselves and watch the birds and the flowers and the bees and the trees and the ants and the lizard and all the worm them and all them thing there, and watch the rain fall and the sun shine. Them must celebrate white history. White history. And we're scared to say Black History Month. Black History Month should have revitalized we. Just like how them have Valentine's Day, we revitalize we. But we are run up and down in a pink and red and white and all these things, and I talk about flowers and chocolate and all these things. I feel good for do those things because it gives us a kind of a spirit. A kind of spirit. Living out a next man's reality. Cannot define ourselves in that space. Because it is not our space, but it just come to we because it was placed there and we wonder how it did there. And it's when Muta talk him damn foolishness on the radio about Valentine's Day. We are going to celebrate Valentine's Day. You could have chat a little more. But then again, we have to say it. Why them a celebrate? Why Muta talk about Easter? Me come here, come see Easter, celebrate bun and cheese, and I say, where am I talk about that for? So where we going to celebrate in place of that? Why you want to celebrate something in place of something that is not your thing? We have our own thing, but then we don't delve into our own thing. Can we hear about all Marcus Garvey birthday? Most one are interested in that. Marcus Garvey birthday, what you talk about? Marcus, how long Marcus Garvey dead? And that people that say, yet till them Jesus Christ said 2,000 years ago we're supposed to come back already and him not come back yet and him not come back because not dead there if him come back too. Him not come like a thief in the night. Him better don't come like no thief in the night when the curfew long a man to go be here. Black History Month is a time when we who recognize ourselves, reflect on the legacy, the history, and the glorious contribution that African people made or make or is making to world history. Simple things that we use in our house every day was invented by African people. Simple little things. Google it and you will see. There's a lot of things now, if it wasn't invented by African people, that's terrible. Simple little thing like a stoplight. Like a stoplight. Simple little thing like a stoplight. The amount of chaos that will be on the road, especially now. But the stoplight is there for guide you. African people come up with that. The ideas that reflect we is shown by we because of them. And when we hear of our things, we go on like say it's a foreign thing, like Black History Month. Black History Month is a foreign thing, people. Not a foreign thing. A black people created in America. So what you are trying to tell me now, say? Reggae created by black people in Jamaica. That means that nobody else must listen to it. Nobody else must celebrate it. Celebrate reggae. That's why they have Reggae Month. Because you celebrate a genre of music that was created by working class people in a country that them is domiciled in. And now the world recognize reggae music and is celebrating reggae music till them have a section in a Grammy, one of the most prestigious white created organization that recognize the achievement of musicians all over America and the world. So where you try to tell me say, because reggae music, it come from Jamaica now, others must celebrate it because it's Jamaicans create it. I'm mad or no mad. We celebrate Black History Month because it's relevant to we, where we say that over the years, when we used to go to school, we never hear nothing about Africa more than Tarzan. More than some people with half naked and are going wuggo and jump and lug in a tree and all them something there. And not living in a house and living in a hut and them things. Now we go have to go realize a lie them a tell. Because you have tribes in Europe, go up to the top of Europe, they pass Finland, go up there. So some tribes up there you'll never believe say Europe you're there. Go to some part of Italy, you'll never know say a Europe you're there, the way the people them live. So when them talk about it's a foreign thing, and we bring foreign thing. Christmas is a foreign thing, and we bring it here. Valentine's Day is a foreign thing, and we bring it here. Boxing Day is a foreign thing, and we bring it come here. Easter is a foreign thing, and we bring it come here. Halloween is a foreign thing, and we bring it come here. Columbus Day is a foreign thing, and we bring it come here. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. January is a foreign thing, and we call it January. February is a foreign thing, and we call it February. Monday is a foreign thing, and we call it Monday. Jesus is a foreign thing, and we call it we Savior. Terrible. This is the cutting edge on IRFM. Okay, so we want to play this tune here. Okay. We can play this tune now. Hey, stream, I will leave a man stand up for the ladies, them, you know. Believe you, I don't know which crowd you're walking, you know. Love man stand up for the woman, them. Okay. We want to go to Pat Clark with the Jamaica Roots and Culture series. Here we go.
Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. I'm Pat Clark. February is the shortest month of the year, but in Jamaica, it is one of the most cultural and important months. In February, we celebrate our African ancestry and also our indigenous music form, reggae. It starts with a bang. The 1st of February is the anniversary of the birth of one of Jamaica's most prolific reggae musicians, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, who has been hailed as the crown prince of reggae. He rose from being a child star to one of Jamaica's most prolific reggae artists and also one of the island's best loved ambassadors of reggae music. February 6 also marks the anniversary of the birth of the legendary Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley, who, along with the Wailers, made reggae music a popular cultural form on the international scene. Speaking of the Wailers, IRFM will, in the month of February, confer a Lifetime Achievement Award on the Honorable Neville O'Reilly Livingston, Jabi Bonnie Wailer, whose role in the birth and the development of reggae music cannot be underestimated. The IRFM Lifetime Achievement Award is presented annually during Reggae Month to a Jamaican distinguished by a body of work that demonstrates exceptional and outstanding leadership in the development of music locally and internationally. Bonnie Wailer was chosen for the honor because he fits perfectly into the criteria agreed by the awards committee, which calls for the recognition of a Jamaican entertainer distinguished by outstanding work that demonstrates outstanding and exceptional leadership, dedication, and achievement locally and globally. The recipient is required to have contributed to the growth of the music industry and should also be dedicated to community and national development. The contribution of the Honorable Bonnie Wailer to the development of reggae music is undeniable. Bonnie Wailer is passionate about development of Jamaicans, especially those from depressed communities. He has engaged in charitable activities in the area of early childhood education. He's also vocal on issues such as repatriation and reparation. The IRFM Lifetime Achievement Award will be conferred on the Honorable Bonnie Wailer on Sunday, February 11 at the Bournemouth Beach Park Complex in Eastern Kingston. Throughout the month of February, we will also be taking a look at patriotism and national pride. What does it mean to be an honorable Jamaican? Are we working on creating a legacy of national pride and honor for future generations? Our ancestors fought for freedom from slavery. What are we fighting for in Jamaica today? And now, to end Jamaican roots and culture, here's our famous quotation from the Black diaspora. I started with this idea in my head. There's two things I've got a right to: death and liberty. The words of Harriet Tubman. For Jamaican Roots and Culture, I'm Pat Clark.
Yeah, very profound by Harriet Tubman. Two things you have a right to: death and liberty. Rather die on yonder hill than live as a slave. Yes, we're talking about things that relate to us as people. And because the people them who is in power, who have the power to decide and determine sometimes your very life or your death, they are controlled and manipulated by another power. And that residue of colonialism and slavery still exists in Jamaica. But it's not white people there and manifest it. It's the house slave them, I will call them house niggers, that represent these slave masters who grab the people them by them neck and choke them, and then use it and says democracy and Christianity. Very, very serious indictment against the leaders that use this political ideology and its religious ideology to manipulate the heart and minds and the soul of the people them for hundreds of years. Because first them demonize we and our things. And if you demonize our things first, and then you replace what you demonize with your thing, So, obviously, anytime you see your thing, our things, it's like devil thing. And everybody is righteous. If everybody righteous, nobody not righteous. Because you have to have positive and negative a guide something. If everybody good, nobody not good. Because the only way you can know good is if you know bad. Or you're going to know something good if you don't have something to oppose it. You said, this is good, well, that is bad then. So that means that is bad. If everything bad, not no bad. If everything good, not no good. You must have bad and good. God and devil represent that bad and good. So if everybody is evil, nobody not evil. And if everybody good, nobody not good. And everybody want to be good. But that will never happen. You have people who claim say them evil. But it's not the people them evil, it's the action. You don't have evil people, you have evil action. And the action is manifested by people. So when you say all these mad guys are running around the place, I kill people and do all that thing, it's the actions that create, make you really get vile against them. But if you take that same person there and put him somewhere else, him is almost like a saint. You can put him as a saint too. Because many righteous people kill many people. For those of you who know the Bible, you're looking at the Bible, you say Moses, Joshua, David, all of them people, they kill enough people, but them is righteous people according to them. So it's the action. It's the action. And we need to turn round the mindset. Reveal a certain consciousness, and can't reveal if you have this same old thing and give me that whole time religion. It is good for me, and it's good for, if it's good for this, it's good for that, therefore it's good for me. Not go so. We have to rethink. We have to rethink. Because if we now rethink now, we're going to just follow the same old, and just end up back with the same thing. We're going to go to bed and wake up and say, boy, what a miserable day. I mean, a miserable day in my life, you know. No, sir, I mean, a miserable day in my life at all. Maybe me have a miserable moment. Some people say, boy, rain or fall is a blessing. They want to when the sun shine. No blessing that too. Some people say the rain or fall is a curse because it mash up the whole of them crap. Yes, it's the same man who say he mash up the whole of the crap. When the rain or fall, him ball for the rain. The promoter likes the rain or fall. Come like a curse to him. The farmer likes the pure sun and shine. But him no control none of them. But the same water will quench your thirst. The same water drown you. This is the cutting edge on IRFM. Tomorrow we celebrate Dennis Brown. We hear that IRFM will be celebrating Dennis Brown all day. And Stepping Razor will not do anything different but celebrate Dennis Brown musically all day. With all the program. We are talking about Black History Month and we are talking about White History Year. 52 weeks, make a year. 12 months, make a year. And we celebrate 52 weeks, 12 months. And when you look on the stretch height, 1 month, this is the time when we should as African people, reflect. Read a book. Sit down and reason. Man and man on the corner. Sit down and reason. Reason about things and time and what African people, what black people has contributed to civilization. Even Western civilization, because we have contributed a lot to Western civilization. A lot of things that you take for granted, that you say just normally and you just deal with it. It's African people, but we don't know. If we didn't know, it would make a whole difference in our life. Then, you hear the brother talk about coltan is a substance in your cell phone. Say Africa, most side come from the Congo. Well, people don't know that. Most of the diamond them, where you see the Jews them have a palaver with all over the world. Is Africa it come from? We have a history, a glorious history. We have, even in Jamaica, when we look on Rastafari, come out of the bowels of African people who's domiciled on these farmer slave plantation island. Rastafari rise up to be a force to be contended as it relates to fight against colonialism and slavery. Because that was the cry of Leonard Howell. It is a response to colonialism and slavery. Some people gone past that and don't even look against colonialism and slavery. They might talk about world, this and unity, this and unified, this and one love, this and one love that. And the purpose of Rastafari get lost in a universal message. So we're not aim it now to the liberation of African people anymore. We are aiming to world peace and world this and world that. If a man will have him world peace, make him go have him world peace. But Rastafari is a call to raise up and rise up against colonialism and white supremacy. Leonard Howell we are talking about. The message gone, lose, lost. Because we adopt certain ways and principles and all these things now I talk about yes, this and yes, that. It is good to have world peace. But self-preservation, Marcus Garvey talk about where's the black man king and where's the black man kingdom. Self-reliance is the highest science. Now we don't rely upon ourselves, rely upon others. We have a nation where it's foreigners are feed we and not feeding ourselves. Because most of the food them get imported. So we export what we should eat and import what we shouldn't eat. Terrible. Terrible thing that. Terrible, terrible thing. This is the cutting edge and IRFM. Yeah, that them one we believe so we're crazy. We know so we're not crazy. We are going to our ancestral legacy and bring it forward. In other words, we are sanctifying. We who realize that something has been done to us to traumatize our experiences right now in this part of the world here. Something has been done to us that we have tried to figure it out for how much years now. And some will figure it out. But you know, we did love some others figure it out, so that's why we even do what we are doing. Famous woman say, I have freed many slaves and I could have freed more if only they knew they were slaves. Can you imagine that? I have freed many of slaves And I could have freed many, many more if only they knew they were slaves. And that is really the problem, you know. That is really the problem. That the slave get confined in a little box. The slave is comfortable in a little box. Not knowing, say, that little box is just a little box. And the world is at his feet. All him have to do is come out of that box. It's like the allegory of the caves. With the people in the cave, I don't know what is out there more than the shadow where them sit on the wall of the cave. Man go out, they go tell him say something else, did they them want to kill him. When him come back in here and tell him say something better out there. But we wake up. And I try wake up others. We who give the world many of the things them that them use now and don't give a credence and says we do it. We know say things can't stay so all the while. It never stay so all the while. Whether in this generation or next generation, it can't stay so all the while. African people on the back rub off the wall here right now. Like no wall not dead if you on the back against again. It's a serious thing. And look how we left all of the great men and women in history who fight for liberate we. And we come here now and a slumber and a sleep. I tell you, come like a joke now when you ask them people everything. Believe you me. Just like how we hear two political women from two different sides of the spectrum say, we are going to see the fulfillment of Marcus Garvey House set up properly before the year done. Which year? Which year? You know, long way I hear that. You know, long way I hear that. Two different female politicians come and tell me, say, I'm tell them, you know, me say, look here, you see, when the year done, you will see me and I'm going to have an argument, you know. The year done, and it's still there, the same place. After the 12 o'clock, we go and take some phone call. I will take some phone call. Operator sending the call after the 12 o'clock hours. Ever might talk about you running away from yourself, but trust me, you can't hide, man. Believe you me. So it's 12 o'clock in Jamaica. I wonder how much people see the blue moon. Them said tonight was, you're supposed to see the moon turn blue. This phenomenon will not happen again until 10 years' time. Anybody have foreign who see the blue moon, they can call me and tell me, I send a picture. Believe you me, I love to see it because I look out for it. And I don't know why Jamaica can't see these things. So if you didn't see the blue moon, just tell me. It's 12 o'clock now. Yeah.
Good morning, my brother.
Morning.
How are you? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
How are you?
A long time. Where you drop them was there?
Now listen to you from your start.
Long time I don't hear from you.
Yeah, because from Thursday day when I normally call you from what day, your Thursday them busy up for your house, they take call.
I tell you, man.
I notice you don't have no phone again. Come here, try link you from what day?
No, my phone lost.
That's what I hear you say last week.
So you go buy me a new one. Somebody tell me, say, you go buy the new one, give me. Where you laugh at?
Nah, I laugh, because you more one myself. I know, me I say, look like I'm more, the 6th, me I forgot meet you for the 11th to see you.
Up at Mama Center again?
Yes.
1 year already?
Yeah, 1 year already.
1 year already, yeah. So you know, come on the Bonwell or something?
Then I hear me say the 6th and 11th.
Oh, you said the 11th too, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember I said the 14th of my birthday.
The 14th of February?
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Me never remember that.
Eh?
Me never ever remember that.
That's why I call to remind you.
Okay. A
About the
present you
17th.
want? You want a present? Tell me.
More anything.
No, you can't want any. Hey, nobody tell them something there, you know. Never telephone book in a box, people. You want it?
No.
Then we have to say, want
I'm
anything.
tell you what I want already, the 17th.
What you want the 17th? Me not understand what you're talking about.
You remember I invite you to my party?
Oh, yeah. The 17th of which month? February?
Yes.
Then your birthday on the 14th?
That's on the Wednesday.
You know, say, true you, me could have think about it. Wait there, the 17th hour.
I tell you, you know.
Wait there, the 17th hour. Tell me which day.
It's a Saturday.
The 17th is a Saturday. I wish by you live, tell me.
Portmore.
Okay.
Well, when time I see you, the 6th.
You gonna send limousine for me?
Eh?
You gonna send limousine for me?
So when time I see the 6th, may I talk?
Okay, all right. You sound like you're in a business, you know. You sound like you're going to have business. Oh gosh, man.
You know, I leave my number last week, Thursday, for you call me, and I call
no, me not no phone. Me you will talk. From me, you talk this a while ago. Me know say you're in a business, so yeah, me you will talk.
So the 6th?
Yeah,
the
the
date
6th.
for me at the same place.
Yeah, oh God, people you talk, hey. People you me talk, that's all so. We're going to meet the same place where we meet last year.
Yeah, the 6th.
No, you know, easy. All right.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I start celebrate now at the 1st of February start, you know. So I'm start celebrate now.
You start celebrate from the 1st?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I mean, no, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Brown birthday too.
Yeah, you can't give me one Dennis Brown.
You never hear me play two Dennis Brown by
Yeah,
two.
but I don't more.
You want Dennis Brown vice himself.
More Concrete Castle King.
Wow, Concrete Castle King. Tell me why you want, you live in a concrete castle?
No, I just like that song there for the struggling people.
No, me ask you.
No, I don't live in a concrete castle.
You don't live in a bamboo?
You with Tomuta, man. You don't, me a pop up and you just start work, you know.
Eh?
You know, so I tell you the truth. You know, I really want to sleep. And when you start talk the things, them, I sleep gone.
You serious?
Yeah.
All right. I hope your husband not vex with me.
No, man, him not vex. Him not skin up him teeth when you talk. But he must sleep now.
He must sleep now?
Mm-hmm.
You put him to bed?
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to you.
So you want your concrete castle?
Yeah.
So me come on your birthday, you want me play, right?
Yeah, me tell her that.
What you want me play? Soul music, disco, reggae, everything?
Yeah.
You look like a soul girl, though, you know.
Me a more richer person.
Yeah, then a retro me I talk about like when me see you over Richie Stevens something there. And near that's where you live?
Yeah, them and I tell her sometime I see you on our date, the 6th. I give you the full details.
All right, okay. Oh gosh, man, I love when you talk that way there. All right, Concrete Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies, it's Dennis Brown birthday today. I remove my request, the first song for Dennis Brown birthday upon IRFM. Concrete Castle King. It's ill.
Yes, Muta.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man. Happy Earth Strong to my brethren. One of the greatest reggae kings, King Dennis Emmanuel Brown, you know, today, Thursday, first. And I want you to play Wolf and Leopard with them, Jaja with them, and I will never betray my brother by D. Brown when I get a chance. Seeing them three there.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. With them, Jaja produced by Daniel and my brethren and Azzy Bert and Wolf and Leopard 90 and Never Betray My Brother produced by Tapazuki. And I saw the Blue Moon, you know?
You saw the Blue Moon?
Yes, man. And, you know, it was most peculiar. What I found about it is that it was brighter in the sky than normal, about 14% brighter. I mean, bigger and brighter in the sky.
Yeah.
And I noticed what it had, not only was it for about 14% bigger than normal and very bright, but it had some bluish specks in it.
Yeah.
Some bluish specks. So I did some research to find out why the blue specks come in.
Yeah.
Because you know we have all two Linwood and them thing, them name Blue Moon, them long time instrumental,
yeah,
you read and Cox them and Palm used to play, you know, the great Sebastian. And what it said is that the bluish look is due to smoke or dust particles in the atmosphere.
Okay.
Yes. And they said that a thing about it is that it is the second full moon in the calendar month.
Yeah, man, I listen because I didn't really want somebody come and tell me if them see it, and when you see it, call me.
Yeah, man. I saw it, man, right here in London, man. It was remarkable, very bright.
Yeah, well, you know, what you know,
I've never seen it so bright. Huh?
Somebody tell I say 8 o'clock, right? And I sit on out the road, so I wait and I see the moon bright, you know. And then all of a sudden I see a cloud just come, a dark cloud just come over it and rain start fall, and I say, sure.
Oh.
So I don't know who in Jamaica see it, but I know it's a whole heap of people all over the world see it.
Yeah, man, and unusually bright. Unusually bright.
So you never take no picture, you never take no picture of it?
No.
But I suppose you have some right, so we'll be able to go up on the internet, you know, YouTube and see it and so, you know, but it was really remarkable, you know. Yes.
You know.
Sure. And them I see me the other day when them have the eclipse, you know. We don't see it in Jamaica, you know, the eclipse, where people see it from Seattle go clear down to from the west coast of America to the east coast of America, and we out here never see it. The eclipse them have the other day, I think August, September, something about it to them.
Something like that. Yes. Some people just unfortunately get to, miss it and so on.
Yeah.
And you know, I was listening to you earlier when you started, and man, if you
man, think you have to call back, you know, because that was something I don't remember what I going to say. Sir. Call forward, brethren. It was overload, man, and them throw some overboard. Yes,
Irie.
Yeah, man, blessed man.
Agua Muta.
Cutting edge.
And Irie FM, too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to see me a call from out 9 miles, Bull Bay, St. Andrew, you know. Yeah, I'm just there, bless up the icon. I say, I see a success yet in a motor.
You see the blue moon?
No, I never get to see it either.
You never see it?
Look feet, you know.
Well, I try to figure out who in Jamaica see it.
Yeah, I say, come like we Jamaica and I get to see it. That me I say. Yeah, but as me I say, still more you play one of the best music for my mother for me, you know, because mother month this, you know, and you don't know Black History Month same way, you see me?
All right.
More you play one of them prince of reggae for me, you see me?
All right, blessed man.
True.
All right. Yes, cutting edge.
Yeah, Muta.
You get cut off a while ago, man.
Yeah, me get cut off. Yeah, cut off. Yeah, what I was about to say, I was so glad when you said that, you know, a lot of certain individuals trying to distort and falsify the message and the mission of Rastafari. Because when Leonard Howell, Dunkley, Hines and others, Hibbert, started the Rastafari movement in the early 1930s in Jamaica after the coronation of His Imperial Majesty. Rastafari is a fight for liberation against British, European racism and imperialism. And you have some people trying to make out Rasta just as some universal peace and love thing when it's about African liberation.
Of course.
Yes, African liberation. And as Peter Tosh, my favorite whaler, said, and one of the kings of reggae music, said in his 1977 anthemic reggae album titled Equal Rights, him don't want no peace and love what him want is equal rights and justice. Because you can't have peace and love if you don't have equal rights and justice.
Yeah. Well, you know, so them words there is Haile Selassie first said, you know.
Yeah.
Haile Selassie first said there'll be no peace until there's equal rights and justice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and as Marcus Garvey said, you know, self-reliance is the key.
Yes. The only science is
self-reliance is the key in everything. Yeah. And so them trying to distort this thing and saying that with this and that. And you notice some of them, what them do, trying to say, bring in non-Africans into Rasta business, to distort Rasta and to neutralize Rasta.
Neutralize.
To neutralize Rasta. Rasta is an African conception and practice. Totally African. See? So back where those who are vultures and those who trying to sell out to destroy and to neutralize Rastafari, which is part and parcel of African liberation, you know?
Yeah, man. Give thanks, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I remember them Dennis Brown tune there when we say for dry, you know what I mean?
All right, I'm going to try to remember. All right. I try to
man. With them, Jaja, with them.
Yeah.
And wolf and leopard, for the wolf in sheep clothing them, what try neutralize Rasta. And I will never betray my African brother, Dennis Brown, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Virgin said we don't come here with no visa and no passport. The whole of the company same boat, whether you're Prime Minister, Dr. Lawyer, poor man and thing, same boat. Same boat. Yes, EL.
Greetings, Muta. It's Swan.
Riley?
It's Swan here in New England looking at the beautiful moon and calling in.
You saw the moon, Swan?
To call. Can you hear me?
You saw the moon?
I did, but you know the whole blue moon is a little bit of a trick.
Little bit of what?
It's a bit of a trick because you know a blue moon is just when you have 2 full moons in one calendar month.
Yes.
So that's a bit artificial because it just means January has 31 days. We got 2 blue moons. February won't have another full moon. But what did happen today, I think you named, is the lunar eclipse and the blood moon.
Yes.
And that was powerful. So I'm here watching it, listening to you, feeling the inspiration, feeling like we don't need any other church when we got this to meditate with.
Well, I don't see it down here. Virgin just call me from England, same seat. You say you see it now. You calling from where?
Calling from New England.
New England, watch there.
Yeah, out in the woods.
Okay.
It actually just started snowing, so our view of the moon just got dim, but it was beautiful. And early this morning was a lunar eclipse.
The red moon.
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I hear about that too, but I don't see none of them. I begs. I see them out the road. I hope see that seat, and I don't see none. I begs.
Well, maybe you can feel the energy anyway.
I don't feel the energy. I want to create my own blue moon.
Oh, well, then we'll have to send you photos.
Yeah, I'm going to create my own blue moon.
It is gorgeous. And we're sitting here listening to you, feeling highly inspired. But you know, you're asking about the phone, and you know Abba Zero's already got your phone.
Yeah. Jackie, tell me. But
here's what we got to do. We have to hook it up in the studio, and we have to start live streaming you every time and put it online, because you need to be seen as well as you're heard.
Okay.
So it's time to start the channel.
Well, BSC did put a couple of them when they must hear up online, you know, they do it professionally and put it up on the YouTube.
We got to do it every show. Your shows are not.
I don't know about every week.
I think there's not a show that we want to, I think. We don't want to miss a show. And more people watch on YouTube than listen online. So the whole world needs to be able to see you and hear you. And also the visual transmission that you hold, that's very important.
All right. Give thanks, yeah?
Yes. And just wanted to say, well, we're sitting here, we're planning the next Untraining White Liberal Racism program, listening to you, and just, again, want to give thanks to the gift to the world that Rastafari represents in the undoing of white supremacy.
Okay. All right.
Just feeling the love, feeling the appreciation, and glad to be hearing you.
Give thanks.
Rastafari.
Highly, yes. Yes, may I tell you, see there? Another person say all the red one, the eclipse, the two, hey, sure. I tell you, man, I saw it go. It's them things that way you want to see, you know. You want to see these things because there's so much concrete and steel that cloud your consciousness. That's why people don't look up on the moon at all. You tell them say them want to go up in heaven and all them way there. You have to take a time to know when the new moon will come, and you just look up at the sky and just behold the glory and the splendor of nature, man. And them thing there make your heart soft. You understand? You have a soft heart, not that coarse, macho, terrible, gun-toothed heart. You need a, you don't want a heart of glass. You understand? So, take a time and walk barefoot on the grass. Walk barefoot on the grass. Take a time and look up on the moon, man. And in early morning, look on the sun. Yes. The sun is the source of all energy. If you can't take the sun, I don't know, you look for Father. And look how long I there. Ye men, why stare to the sky looking for someone to come out of the sky when I am here? I there, look how long I there, I not see I. A long time I there, I don't see I. Then when you look up at the sun for I for. I look up at the sky, not even the sun. You look up at the sky for I and I, they're right beside you, you know, check for I. It's terrible. Terrible. Anyway, we are continuing the journey. As I say, we are celebrate Dennis Brown Earth Day, and we have the honor to start out the celebration for IRFM. My brethren from England, Mandingo, asked me true. We don't have the live version for Mandingo, you know. Mandingo, I don't say no why the live version. Any version is alright still, but we're going to play.
Let's love Mutabaruka.
How is this song?
Rastafari, live it forever. Real. Yeah, man. I know you say right now, them 20th century vampire business where politicians are going on now. When I really can't really put up to them kind of system, you know, because we're going like some never come sit. Like them never know so them will reach the summit, them behave them kind of way.
Like how them behave? Specifically tell me what you're talking about.
So for instance now, the whole political vampire runners are going in the land. I think if the all of them did put in prevention, them thing I wouldn't have to go on, you know.
Yeah, but we can't talk about what good that it should have gone, you know. We need to go on. So we can't say, no, if them did do it, but them never do it. And this is where them reap from it, or we are reap from it. So we have to deal with where we are dealing with that, so now.
So that what do you know? So we have to right now, all the system what them need to do right now, to deal with the people them in the right and proper way, you know, because all this ID thing where them are coming, that can't stop crime, you know, brother. Can't stop crime at all. So we have to say the most important thing of deal with the people them, let the people them have things, nice things in their life and show them say right now, you respect the people them. All them are going like to them, them have no respect for the people them. But that's who them and them look instrument and them look friend thing, and when them ready them send out police and soldier to come brutalize the people them, and I would see the family them and them are send out for it up. And innocent people are go down. And them are terrorize people so innocently. People who are trying to make them little life more brighter day by day. When them have them little houses in a go on, them come on the street, them brutalize the people, them say you can't stay here, so you can't stay around. So when the section are going on, people forget a little people, them are selling bag juice and sell whatever around the place. So them little youth go to school and feed them little youth. Them lock off them little ends from people them. So we expect the crime thing have to turn up, you know. People of everyone love nice things. Just like how them have nice things, the people them have nice things too.
Well, I can tell you something, brethren. I can tell you something now. In the reality of the thing, and some youth who have nice things that create the problem here right now, you know. And And some youth we have big house on a Mobi and how much BMW and Honda car and can afford to buy a whole heap of gun and all them something there. And nice girls are run up and down with them fingernail and them people there I create the meme in a Montego Bay.
So well, sir, some never should come to them.
Well, whether them never see come see what you 2 years as I say people have nice thing. I mean I tell you say man are you champion and I watch car is nice things.
Yes,
you know,
I don't mind not to that to the Mutabaruka. And it's the people, I don't mind not to that.
But we are talking about we are going. You say
yes.
The people them need nice things already. That's why them are going with them things there. But me I show you say the thing where we are dealing with here right now, we cause a whole heap of miserable and everybody get traumatized. And a poor young and a poor people I do it. Or as some youth where they are scam people and have millions. You know, to them find $1 million in a woman house on a mobile.
Yeah.
In a some book. $1 million them finding out. You can't imagine somebody have $1 million in them house, Rasta. You know the things say.
But
that may assure you know, you know things say some poor people, but really and truly. A whole heap of the gun them we are coming at the island you know. Hey, you know, say you have man that sell gun at the back of them van down a Montego Bay. Stand up on the road and sell gun at the back, you know. And poor people that you know, brethren. Them gonna look like them poor, but them not poor, them have millions of dollars statuette. That's why them have big gun, long gun, and them can't pay people to kill people and all them something there. So
at the same time, them are bringing them something that I still I look at people, them are spend it out pan, you know, give out pan, you know, to go do all these arms.
Yeah, well, that me sure you know. So meanwhile, when they look pan, where we feel say that big man round it so, the youth them, you talk about 20, 30, 40-year-old youth right now have more money than a whole heap of people you see about the place and now can afford to pay a man to go kill a next man and have how much house in a iron shore and how much house there so in a Carol Garden and how much house there so with whole heap of things. So we have to look now and see the dynamics change, brethren. When I tell them, yeah, you know, have some politician round the thing, you know, but you have man right now, we do have nothing to do with politics. Where they that scam from how long now, we accumulate a portion of wealth right now. Where you that say, boy, you know, poor people. Right now, poor people about the place, but I know since I don't know what the thing where traumatized Jamaica now. I know since poor people are caused that.
I know some of them, you know, that's why
some poor people, you know, some poor people who never see come see.
Them look at thing with them, do get locked off from them through the said system. So that's a different way. Them who know, because right now the politicians them know the whole of them things, them man, we are going with them something there about Mutabaruka. Them know them, you know. The police, them know them, you know.
But the police involved in it too.
I have society, them, I deal with them things, you know, because I look at people, them can't go buy them something that you can't come in our place, man.
No, wait, no, you see, that me I try to show you, know. You keep saying little people, you know. And the little people get big, you know.
Yeah, you know that.
The little people get big by using a computer and scam some people are foreign and then him get big.
Yes.
You know, when you say big people, you know, it's not the normal or people that are the big man now. We're talking about some little people who get big. Where you now decide say them is big people now. You still have to them are poor people. Them are not poor people.
They have money. They have enough money.
Them have money to watch car with champion.
Yes.
You know, I can't burn up $100 US bill. It's a weird dynamics are going on now, brethren. Different, totally different. We can't look toward no one and say politicians are bringing gun. Them days where politicians are bringing gun, them days are done with now. And normal youth are bringing gun in the country now. We make money half of them. Normal Jamaican youth, 20 or 30 a day old, control certain things in Jamaica right now. Just like how you see certain business place, certain like certain corporate place now. And some 30-year-old youth I run certain things right now, you know, and 50, 60-year-old people like me, you
know. I agree with you on that, you know. I agree with that on that, you know. But I say, I'm still have to pass through a system where the government system when them import them things to come through. So I said the people them when them have to pass through them, we allow them to come in at the place. And them kind of people that are to lock down upon them kind of people there, you know. But them take money from them to bring in all these things in the place, you know. So we have to start from the top from this, you know, to shout out them kind of people there. So that when them come in with them something, it lock off. And now have no time to bring them in at the place. No money, they can't make no money. Bribe people to come damage the majority of people in the place, you know, man. So that if them things they start lock off from them, that when them come in, when them send in to come in with them big gun and whatever, and no money, make them buy them out, sell them out, buy and sell things, and make to come damage all away.
Yeah, well.
So if you start from that, so that can't seem like how them sit down around the sun and take a money and a man take a bribe from around the sun, a man take a bribe from around the sun to carry them things there. And them things we have to stop.
So who are going to stop it?
All of you know.
Well, I can't stop the gun from coming out Jamaica.
At the end of the system, you know.
Hold on, brethren. You can't stop gun from coming out Jamaica.
Can't stop what?
You can't stop gun from coming out Jamaica.
No, I alone, Mutabaruka.
No, I'm not alone. I ask if you can stop it. Because me can't stop it. Yeah, so you have people who set this up to stop it. Now me ask you know who can stop the gun them from coming out Jamaica? Who can stop it?
The people them who have in the
but the same one them you just talk about so them are cause the problem.
If them can't stop it, Mutabaruka, they will move who they are.
No,
To stop it, because we can find people.
Who are going to find the people them? Who are going to find the people them? Who are going to find the people them who can stop it?
We have to do that, you know. We are the honest people who in the thing now, who are still one, you know. Have to stand up for them things, for one, you know. Just like how other revolutionary them stand up and see certain things going that we could have been here right now. So we can't be afraid of no one or no to rightfulness, to cleanliness, and to art of art. If a man can't stand the fire enough to stay in the kitchen, where them to leave. And I'm sure them to what a car enough man just come on TV and talk when people did and talk up them mouth and look for them know how one and system, you know. Them know. You see, but them want to get fame out of it, and man want to get money out of it, and get business, and them not busy. But when it reach film gate, when it start reach film house now, and film gate now, what am I going to do? So we need for us to know to watch out. This is a serious thing. And you know, killing, walk over and kill people, that's the problem. The problem still remains. You kill 1 million people, the problem still remains. We need to solve the problem by honest and hopeful people in the place. By cleanliness. So they walk around and barricade people in the mouth who can't come out this time of night and can't come out that time of night and feel so that will solve the problem. That will start more hatred and more brutality said here.
Let me ask you a question, Bridget. You're against the curfew where them do long a month ago, you're against it?
What kind of way, you know?
Tell me why you're against it.
The people them what for they full joy themselves when I get them full enjoyment.
That's why so that's why you're against it, because the people them
people happiness have been taken.
All right, so we're not so hold on, no. So what
people them
all right, nobody say the curfew go and solve the problem. But no, in the short term instance, I don't know, what should they have done?
Let them do all the right short term.
No, man. All right, what them should I do now? What them should I do? like 1,000 odd people dead in a year, and most of them dead in a St. James. What should they have done? Tell me, what them should have done?
Show the people them more love, be with the people.
Yeah, but how long you ever show people love? You know, must sing about love and show people love, Bridget.
Yeah,
so
but that is yeah. I was talking about the main.
So who must show the people them love? Who must show the people them love?
We have too much false.
Brethren.
Too much false leaders in the place.
Wait no brethren. Yo, may I ask you? Show the people them love. All right, 300 people dead in a Montego Bay. So you have to know, right now, if you go down, I'm going to start show the people them love the gun crime we done. That is what I say.
Yeah, that's what I want to not just not be alone, you know. The whole of Jamaica need that, you know.
Yeah, but right now, me talk about right now, the thing get away where everybody get traumatized. Right now. 300 odd people dead in a Montego Bay.
Yes.
And them say, no, we are going to curfew the area and see what we can do. You tell me, say, no, you're against that now. Them should go down there and show the people them love.
Them people don't still a dead man.
No, me never say, man, me never say, nobody never say, nobody never say, nobody now go dead. When me I say, less people dead since them gone down there. Less people dead since them gone down there. So when I ask you now, them should just go down there and show the people them love. That is what them should do. And then them, the youth them would have put on the gun. The youth them would have put on the gun.
People them in a proper way, man. That the people them, because if them make the people believe in them and show the people them what is what. The people them say what.
Who's them?
Carry
who's them? Brethren.
You know, everyone in the village know who and who.
Yeah, but the one them in the village now tell nobody that because them friends them get shot too.
You know, that's why I'm not sure. So them are disadvantage. Them never take disadvantage of the people. Them show the people them no kindness. I don't live it that the people.
Who not show the people them no kindness? Brethren, what you talk about? A man in a scamming, and him have a client a foreign, and you come and infringe upon film client, and him decides, boy, in order to get back him client, him go kill a man who take him client. And the man who him kill now, film friend decides him to kill the next man. What that have to do with what? What you talk about? About show love. What you talk about? And the people them in the area know it's who. So you want the people them, when the people them go so bam, and go tell police other man there, the police come back and say, bam, other man they come tell bam, the man they dead. The man they dead now, if him cousin here say you shoot him come shoot the man. You want him just walk around and show the people them love.
So I'm not sure about the dishonesty in the system.
No, me not say no dishonesty no in it there. Brethren, me not say no dishonesty no in it, you know.
The people them who
Brethren, you see all them talk here, it's waste of energy, you know. What me I say? You want them go down and go show the people them love. And that to stop.
Them do that. So
you don't have nobody down there show them no love. You don't have nobody down there show them love. You don't have the community people them. You don't have the man, the artist them. You don't have the preacher will go down there and I show them love.
The preacher them, you see them. They want
because everybody are not talk sense.
Some brother boy, you see them, what kind of love them I show them.
What kind of love them I show them?
And do all of them, I mess up the people, them mindset.
So who going to go down there go show the people? Who you talk about to go down there go show them love?
Come like a Rastafari have to take up over the scene.
Then, Rastafari not tell up long time to the people them till I kill one another. Look how long Rasta they are tell them this and them till I kill one another. So what you say? I mean Rastafari will step up. We step up long time. A long time we step up, you know.
Yeah.
So me I say now, then alright, if Rastafari step up and the youth them still have fire shot and kill one another, what you saying? The man them go down there and say, watch out. We have some big gun, them have some big gun down there. We go in there and dig out whosoever we dig out. Find what we find out. If we can't find it, we'll do something else. So this is a process. So when I ask, you don't agree with the state of emergency. You are saying, no, they must go down and show the people them love.
Yeah, man, the politicians them come out and them house and them big business and every day them.
But politicians down there, Bridget. You have politicians down there. You have politicians down there, no.
What them down there, though?
You mean when them down there, though? What you mean when them down there, though, Bridget? Hold on, Bridget. You go down there?
If I go on there?
Yeah, you go down there.
Not at this moment.
Which moment you go down there, though?
Yeah.
All right, when you go down there, what you intend to do when you go down there?
What I intend to do? Can show some people what these things are what we are doing.
Brethren, you know, say, Brethren name,
but it is not profitable for we.
Yeah, but everybody tell them that too. How many people tell them that too? You have two big concerts, the Brethren, the Brethren don't have a month to go be here. Keep two big concert artists against violence. I will go down there and keep this big concert, thousands of people in the park and them something there. And when it's done, man still a kill people. So when you are go down there, go do. We're different from where artists are do, where the preacher are do, where community people are do. Where you are go down there, go do different.
Alright, you see certain people Mutabaruka.
I mean certain people. Me ask you where you are go down there, go do, we're different from where me go down there, go do. Where the Brethren name don't a man to go be and keep the two big concert as against violence, where them go do. Where the preacher them go down, they go do. Where the community worker them go down, they go do. Where you are go down, they go do different.
Where I go down, they go do different.
Yeah.
The difference is between people sincerely and sincerity, you know.
So all the other one them go down there never sincere.
So when people go down there and the movements I go down there now. People are going to stick on to the fullness, you know, because
you live in an illusion, right, you know. Brethren, so where you say now?
People go down there to them can read and write and them.
So wait there, hold on now. So when me go down there, and the hundreds of artists who go down there for 2 years not go down there, them never go down there with no kindness and no love. We just go down there to one go down there. Because to know you not go down there.
No.
And you have all these arguments on the radio where it's supposed to do, when it's supposed to do. So I ask you now, what is it that you go down and go do different from where me go down and go do, where this artist go down and go do, where that social worker they go down and do? What difference you go do? What difference you go make?
You go out to the village sincerely, man.
So nobody has ever talked sincerely then. So you want to talk sincerely.
And touch people hard.
So so the other one, they never touch the people them hard.
No people will go down there.
Well, you know me I say no. Brethren, you see now, he's a joker. You know why he's a joker? Because you know that you can't go down and make a difference. And up to now, you not go down there. Up to now, you not go down there and you feel say you have the answer and the solution to the problem. And up to now, you not go down there. So I don't understand you. You come on the radio and make up nice about who and them. And up to now, you not going to do nothing. You not you're there attack no and say, you're the people them who the politicians them.
Reason up now Mutabaruka, sincere reason up now.
No, but I don't reason it one. No, watch out. Reasoning. Yeah, but listen, your reasoning is telling say nobody not do nothing right. Nobody not do nothing proper. Politicians are wicked and them do this. I tell you about a state of emergency. But I know nothing wrong with a state of emergency. I know nothing wrong with a state of emergency.
Them are taking instruction from outside to come deal with our people. Them.
I know say nothing wrong with the state of emergency. You can't stay there and cuss little more. It now gets nothing. Brethren.
That's all.
Anytime you go down there, call me back and tell me. Anytime you go Clarendon,
yeah.
Or St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now you call me back and tell me what happened. If 100 people give a gun, if the bullet them, some man come to you with some bullet and give them, because of how you angle them you angle them nice, so the gunman them come and give them gun and say, all right, go and go anything for me. Right? All right?
We have
to move, brethren. I don't want to cut you. We have to move. Yeah, this is the cutting edge on RFM. You know, say, the other day, I screw on a hose on a pipe, and apparently the washer in the hose now work. So it make the water spew out. And more water wet up the place than where I come through the hose. And me I forget piece of cloth. Cause it was a weekend too. Me I forget piece of cloth and tie up the hose on the pipe so as not to make the water spew out. Until Monday when the hardware store opened, that I could have go buy a new pipe cock and take off the old one and put on the pipe and screw on back my hose, and then the water stop leak. Now, me don't know if you have ears to ear, just listen to what I say. Sometime in the interim, to prevent something to get worse, you have to get piece of cloth and tie on the pipe and the hose so that the water not wet up the whole place where you don't want it wet up. Until Monday come, you can go at the hardware store, go buy a hose and a pipe cock. Yes, EL. EL?
Yeah, motor.
Yeah, blessed.
Bless up.
I did.
Yeah. So in the early part of our program, we did touch upon something. Talk about body and mind and things.
Yes.
Yeah, we like how that sounds.
Yeah, I prefer that way.
Like how you have give that information there to the island, you know?
Yes. Yeah,
that type of reason there.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Man.
What people need to understand is your body and the mind are the same thing.
Yeah, man, you work together, man.
Are the same thing. How you feel as how you think.
And how your body feels.
I mean, like that.
All the way you think is your body feel it.
Yeah, man, because right now, the reason why I'm calling because we did up on the same type of studying and all.
Yeah.
And them have a new thing where surface. I don't know if there's a new thing in our psychology where I say mindfulness practice.
Yes.
You know, people start come across that where people start take meditation serious, you know.
Yes.
And them type of things. And I tell all people once, the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you feel, where you think.
Everything starts at the mind. Everything starts.
Yeah, man. And then the next thing, well, me, I do it. Practice presence. You know what I mean? You have all that practice in your mindful presence, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Every time you change your posture, every time you get up, every time you stand up, make sure you're aware of your body movement.
Body, of course.
So we do them things that automatic and with mind somewhere that we not even know.
That's why we can't do certain things, because we're not mindful of the action we make before we make it. We're almost impulsive.
Yeah.
Most of the things they want to do. Yeah, go on, talk.
No, mind have two aspects. You have the content mind and you have the awareness mind.
Yes.
The content mind is what we use every day.
Yes.
To do things and go around and think about things and get up with our work. And then you have the other aspect of mind, where the spacious mind, the awareness mind.
Yes.
If people can practice themselves, because it's not an easy thing to do, but if you can practice yourself, you're going to the awareness part of your mind at least 12 times a day.
Yeah.
Every day, you find out your mind, there's more space in your mind, you know what I mean? Clouded by thoughts. And the habitual.
You have to empty your mind of thoughts and be mindless. And have no thoughts.
It's not a matter of even emptying the mind either. It's a matter of you see your mind as a detachment. Don't try to stop thoughts or feelings. And then when you practice them things, it kind of give you a type of freedom. So a man get angry and just realize me get angry. And you realize the emotion is not even a part of you, the higher self, the I.
Yeah,
that's why Rasta man say I.
I and I. But you know that is why.
Is the awareness.
When you say a parent beat a child, it's something within the parent conflicting,
Yeah.
So it's not even the action of the child, because the action of the child can be subdued by reasoning and other things, But when you use violence to subdue a child, you have to really check yourself.
And that may I talk about, because the anger is not even you.
the higher self, I wonder what you deal with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Actually, you never get in tune to it as much as you can by mindful practice. You not even realize say your emotions I get over you and all them stuff.
Conflicting,
and,
yes.
You know, when people practice meditation and anything there, you start finding, say, see how you think.
Yeah.
And you say, I that thing about a while ago, and you catch yourself and bring back yourself to the present moment. And that's the essence of the practice.
The problem would be that we pray more than how we meditate. We should have meditate more than how we pray.
That's the problem.
Because most people pray big things.
Them don't know, so when them pray, yourself you pray too. I find you really try to find yourself.
Yes.
But that's where the God, and that's why I have a problem with the God thing now. Because when you talk about the death afterwards, you're not dead. The awareness, the I ever present, the energy.
Yes.
And that thing I try to bring forward to people.
Different farms, different farms.
Outside of yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, give thanks.
You know what I mean? So, I'm glad that you touched that.
All right, sir.
You know what I mean?
I'm glad you never touched that thing. I'm glad you never touched that thing. All right, give thanks.
Oh, bless her.
Yes, man. Yeah, I'm glad you never touched that thing because I can't bother with that reason there right now. You know, because you know. Anyway, so I say already about the water and the piece of cloth and the stop leak until Monday morning. So let who have ears to hear, let him hear. Yeah, them tell you see I'm blind here and there, but no, them tell you say must speak what we say. Speak what we say. Paradox, ironies in system. Yes, here.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Greetings, Coach. I can see I'm blind here and there within this time, you know?
And that may I say.
Well, I have a thing I circulate on the WhatsApp the motor. I make her really call in. It's not just the most star.
Where is that while ago?
I have a thing I circulate on the WhatsApp there where a Jamaican big man deal with a little 7-year-old, about 6-year-old, a sodomize with culture, you see me? Kind of get a bring the Coach.
And delete it, man.
I try to call in for because I know there might be a thing kind of on the right.
Yeah, but when I say why not delete it?
Delete that, man. I have to delete that.
Yeah, but you have to spread it enough to make me get upset about it.
Then like, wow, dada.
I worry about that about the place, but I don't really want to see that, you know?
I don't want to see it neither.
Yeah.
The only way I find the culprit, you know, I got the wolf and the shepherd, them I try.
Him face step on it?
Huh?
Him face step on the WhatsApp?
We not see, boy. If we ever see face,
you don't see the face. So yeah, but if you can't do nothing about it, I better you don't make it bother me, you know, because you make it bother me.
You don't stress out yourself too much about it, you know, but now.
The way I tell before, you tell me that.
That's what the artist did.
Eh?
The song was say, Overload.
Oh, I, what's name again? Yeah, me just played it a while ago, you know.
Powerful song.
Yeah, man, a powerful song. Where you call from?
You know, saying I sit there far from Muta.
Where is the city where you mean? Montego Bay City, Kingston City?
Kingston City, yeah.
Okay.
Also, we have over here, so, but they have a state emergency down, so.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I'm town.
Yeah, you know that side, and I west side.
Oh, you mean if me know that? Don't know quiet though?
Yeah, man, I don't know about
well, quiet.
Mm-hmm. A quiet place, I lost more time, you know.
Tivoli quiet too. Tivoli well quiet.
Where you laugh? Just a watch full moon from my.
You know, so you know you laugh when you say that.
I real talk, man.
We know you laugh when you say that, you know.
Cause you know what you mean, you remember, so you forward up on the West Street, you don't know you are going already, you know what I'm going.
I've smart that, man. You know, John T, why you love John T, you know.
Same time.
Yeah, man.
But I never get the artist name for the Overload song.
Yeah, I Chow, what name again? I want Chow man. I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I said, I'm just play the man. I don't know, I know it all the while. Until you ask, you know, I don't remember. I don't like that, you know.
So I forget it.
Eh?
I forget it, man.
Yeah, I forget the name?
Yeah, I want it, man. I forget the song from my playlist. I say I listen to them songs, man. I my daughter hear them tune, and my youth them hear them tune, car.
So are the first to hear it? Are the first to hear it?
No, man, I always get on the Mutabaruka program only.
No, man, a long time to play by man.
But say you alone me here play Muta. No, if anything, I go to if I'm alone me here play it. Last year, I know.
All right, look more, me tell you the name. I can't look for it now.
Then I'm play it when you have to play with the name.
Then me don't play it a while ago, man.
Yes, sir, it's sweet, man.
All right, sir.
More life, brother.
Yeah, man, give time.
Rastafari, here is majesty.
We'll come back at 2 o'clock till 5:45.
Yeah, that's what Muta.
Blessed.
Rastafari.
Highly.
Yeah. The reason we have about with Rastan, they might change up the thing to set it some pretty way. As Sunday, I go through a reasoning like that. Same thing, and it just come up forward and now. It's a real thing. Muta, the next youth is just a reason with the mobile issue. You know what I'm have a pint?
Me never say him have no point. Of course, him have a point.
Okay.
Him have a point, man.
Him no wrong, you no wrong. But as you come back and say, you clarify yourself still, your thing is that kind of thing where you tie up the pipe with the cloth.
Okay. And we
you know what say, gun and bayonet can rule over people. You know that?
Yeah.
All right, so where the man really had to, him know say this where am I do now? Not really work. So it's like him want to say wago the real solution, which
yeah, but the whole of it wants that. The whole of it wants that.
Yeah.
But meantime, we are waiting for that happen. We have to do something.
But
meanwhile, we are waiting for the way we want to say. We have to do something.
Yeah, but the thing now is that at the tie cloth, them have as the fixture.
Well, that me I say, but it's still tie cloth. It's still hold the water.
Yes, motor.
From us out.
There. So after Monday come, what happen?
We go buy a new pipe cock.
All right, I guess now it's reason I know where to buy this pipe cock.
No, we have to wait for now. No, you see, you're the problem I'm going to have with him. Them say him not agree with the state of emergency. And then him start to say, no, where we should have do now, which is a Monday talk him give away. You see, it's a Monday talk him give away, you know. I mean, I say, yeah, the Monday talk, yeah, but me I talk about right now the water bust out of the pipe.
Yeah.
So me I say, yeah, me give thanks to the Monday talk, but right now the water bust out of the pipe, me need a piece of cloth to tie it up quick.
Yes. But where you gonna do after Monday?
No, after more Monday. No, you mean after? When you mean when Monday come?
Yeah.
When Monday come, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. You know,
and then for the virgin reach when Monday come, I love you have to go use if you want to put it as love or something like that. Who are gonna show love? The leaders, the social program. The whole of them thing there. That's why I watch now. Zozo was supposed to be the one where come with the soldier, then come with the social program. If you don't have no money for the social program, you know when you hear on the news today.
Wow.
Unemployment gone at lowest.
Yeah, that means that more people get job.
10 years.
That means that more people at work now.
And that's it mean?
Yeah, no, that them say, and more people
are working. Where them say, unemployment the way.
Unemployment is low.
Low.
Yeah, that means that more people,
So that means more people at work.
More people get work.
All right. Well, them need me know gun and bayonet now go rule over hungry people.
No, gun and bayonet can't rule. But it's not that me I try to show you, it's not them I use the gun. It's not them I try gun and bayonet to rule the people. No, it's the gunman I use the gun and bayonet to rule the people them. It's the first time we could have looked at it and say, them I use gun and bayonet to rule the people them. But guess what now? The youth them I use gun to make we get afraid and I make we now get nervous and tense. I don't know when our time will come. So it's not like just the police and soldiers we have to contend with, no, you know.
And that go on.
Yeah, we're not. It's all right, watch out now. Who you afraid of more now on the road? The soldier will walk on the road or a guy who feels a boy right now, your friend who walk with him, they do him something.
Nobody not afraid like soldier, but them me afraid like police.
No, but that me I say no. If me say right now, first time, you see, me used to afraid of police.
Yeah.
When me at the on the road late at night, me afraid of police. Me see a police car, me get nervous. Now, me see a white car behind me, me start to get nervous.
Yeah, that's true.
Whether a police or not.
But motor,
yes.
I come because we take the wrong road a couple of years at a time.
Long time we take the road.
We never deal with the people and with no love. We set one community different from the rest.
Yeah, politicians do that.
People go different school. When it come out, nothing. All of them things that come down power.
A politician do that, I know we. A politician.
The love where the youth are talk about is not a short-term thing where you go down and mobile and say, I love you. You see the time where it takes to mash it up, you could have take that to set it back. But you need to start with the right thing. Gun and bayonet are the tie-up cloth thing. So them need to go find the real solution. Because I love you too. But me not say the tie-up one not to go on.
That me say, you know. I understand about the love thing, you know. But when me say, right now. You see, would I prefer man use the cloth right now than water wet me up? Right now. Me personally, would I prefer, which I that me do. The water wet me up.
Yeah. But me just still want to clarify the word.
No, but me understand what I say. Me understand what I say now.
All right.
It's true him don't. It's true him say him don't agree with it. All right. It's true him say him don't agree with the state of emergency, you know.
Yeah.
That is why I bring up the whole reasons, you know, because I'm saying I don't agree with the state of emergency.
I just show me this him not fluent enough to say really
man, him fluent, man, him call me every minute, man.
It's a long-term and a short-term thing.
Yeah.
But them have the short-term one, but it don't look like them have the long-term.
No, them not have the long-term. Watch out. If they didn't have a long-term thing, them wouldn't go call that state of emergency. Them would have made the soca work. But the soca fail them. You know, the soca fail.
Yeah.
That is why them come with the emergency, you know, because them go down their intention, say the soca go put a dent in the crime thing, you know, and it get worse.
But the people them they love the soldier cause
they don't still love it, man.
When the soldier them done, everybody are wait to the social program.
Yes.
You understand?
But you see, watch out now, them have to go stay there. They better stay up about CLM and no left.
Anyway, give thanks you read.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
You know, it kind of start out. No, wrong still.
Yeah, all right, sir.
All right. Bless them.
They better stay up about CLM. They better build some barracks up there. And stay up there. You think so? All they got easy? Weird. At the man, hey, that's why the man them create God, you know. They create God for make you fear. Because you say, enter your nasty something. Enter your nasty something, you know. You do the wrong, you know. But you say, if you feel that somebody will watch you, and you can't see them, it's like a different thing. By the way, you know, I want you to all the people in England now listen to me. As I say, more people listen to me in England than in Jamaica. I kid you not. I think I said it already, you know, repeat that. You know, the other day, last year, we go down a Montego Bay for this free concert, and they run at the back, they talk, and many man always come around there and talk to me and think, but you have a couple of youth to come around to me and say, Muta, you know, come a flank yet, you know. Me say, I'll come up there and them say, anyway, you want me to tell you, Muta. Come here, wonder, I mean, it's like me get scared when they tell me these things. They say, Muta, you see you? And you make more man not dead, you know. Because when we are listening to you at night time, when we hear you talk, you know, we are wonder where you are going to say next. So me I say, no, if the program make a whole heap of man not dead, because them man they who they go do certain things, nobody do it because them sit down and listen. And so much man dead long and mobile, they want to them man they who go kill them man, they never listen to the program. If you wonder where Muta go say next. Because all the man them are saying, boy, you can't say some things on the radio no Muta. Believe you, me never know so somebody can't tell them things on the radio. And them just wait for you, me I go select. So they just ease them. So, me don't know. Because me used to live at Mobile. I remember when most people who used to live at Mobile, them listen it from, but me used to live at Mobile and me hear about all Janzal, you know, and me I say, all Janzal, Rasta. You mean man reach out of that job? I say, them suppose me still there in a pothole, so they way down at the bottom of the bush there. Because when me come off of the road, me have to walk a little distance to go down in the valley there, to go in a mile like a board house down there, so. You cannot imagine if we did down there still, because you talk about sleep with window and door open. We never have a door. We never have a door upon the house about a couple of years. Well, we don't have a door upon the house, you know. A sheet, me hang up, hey, chum, me gotta tell you some life to right, you know. A sheet, we used to hang up in front of the door until we could have afford to buy one of the plywood door them. We never have no door upon the house for a long while. You know, see it? And we down there, me and my family down there for years or 15 years we spent down there, so. Me come off a tour in a some cool place coming up in the bush there. And me I say, all up there so now through black shop where they go around latch and all them place, them here's a gunman I run up and down the place and I get people them scared. Man a shot man and all a John's all square and all them things. And me I say, what this? And me I say, no, if me dey on a program like this one, a man come tell me that now. And I say, ratted. I start to feel aware. Because what else can I do? What else can I do? We go down there, big concert. 2 years the concert keep. People go down and go pray. See them all Spanish town, them a march and all that thing. Here, when name there, Renita Adams, say give him 6 months. Renita Adams, say give him 6 months. 6 months, what, you know? And the most definitive argument I hear about times, they give 6 months and so I go on. He don't skin up, but yeah. We should have get him for the radio tonight, the other day, you know. Believe me, will be the man of some time, him want to be the commissioner of police, you know. Yeah, man, he would have loved to be the commissioner of police. I should have find out how he take to be the commissioner because certain people don't like that, the man there. They don't like him at all. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a chat on me, I hear me now on the phone.
No, but me I talk to you now and you listen to that to the radio. Watch out. Yo! Me I talk to you, no, Bridget. We are listening to both and me I talk on the radio now for. Me I talk to you.
Muta.
Oh, you talk about me I chat on the radio and me I talk to you and all this to me.
What, Mr. Moses, man? Mr. Brown's son, man.
Which one are the Mr. Brown?
Mr. Brown's son, sir.
Which one are Mr. Brown? Which one are the Brown them?
Brown, where you usually work in a yard up at top yard, man, with your wife, man.
No, tell me which yard, man. I want it for Brown, me know, man. My brain's not.
Up Reddy's.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. Mr. Brown are dead, man.
I hear what get you, man.
No, Mr. Brown are dead, man.
Yes, man, I saw this way in a yard, man.
Okay, all right. Why you do, man?
So what go on, man?
Cutting edge and go on. Oh, you choose
yes, man.
So how you choose to call me now? Me don't understand that.
I think this get the number, man.
You just get the number?
Yes, man. All the while they are trying to get him, man, and can't get him, man. Oh, my man. Love you, man. Respect, man. Aisha, man. Your son, man. Me and them growing a yard.
Two daughter. Yes. Them big now. Big.
Grandson, man. Grandson, Dakarai, man.
Yes. You know them, man. Me know you know them.
Yes, man.
Yeah, Mr. Brown look after them for a long time too, you know.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. For true, man. For true, man. Respect, big up for you, man.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
We just a big up your still, you see me?
All right, sir. Go on, listen.
I sit down here and listen to your program and I don't like when you say England people listen to you more with Jamaica, you know, sir. We listen to you nothing, man.
No, me never say we don't listen. I tell you, the more that people listen to England, it's unbelievable. Me have to Ireland, me have to go through the airport of England.
Yes.
All right, sir.
The glad to hear you still.
I'm glad to hear you too.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Star, you're general in the world. You hear, sir?
All right, sir. Give thanks.
All right, my boss. All right.
right.
Why, you look Vita, you know, very loyal youth, very loyal soldier, you know. Yes, Vita, me I tell you. Shed tears, me almost shed tears. I drive come in a while ago, you tell me say you wait. Believe you me. Yeah, man, I love you for that.